Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers in replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays at Exhibition Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Jerry Euger, whose record is 0-1 with a 4.32 ERA. And pitching for the Blue Jays is Jefferson, whose record is 3-3 with a 4.28 ERA. And so yesterday we won 4-1. Dan Petry got the win, his first of the year. He went 5 innings. And we were hoping to have our fourth consecutive game where the starting pitcher pitched a complete game, but Petry walked 5 in those 5 innings, and that's basically why we couldn't get him beyond the 5th inning. But the bullpen came in and did a good job. Keith Comstock, he gave up the 1 run to the Blue Jays. And we finished it out fairly easily. So it was nice to get a simple win for once. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with today's game, the third game of the road series, before we have a day off tomorrow. And then we'll have this 3-game home series with Toronto. So we're going to get this game kicked off here. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and subscribe if you are enjoying this content. And that way you'll be notified of any future games when they're posted. And so here we go, taking its time, loading up. Take your time. I don't know what the deal is. All right, there we go. So yeah, we have all of our bullpen available today, and with the day off tomorrow, we won't hesitate to pitch multiple innings if we need to. And Jerry Euger making his second start for Detroit today. And Jefferson pitching for the Blue Jays. He's a righty. He was, I believe, their only all-star last year. And we'll talk more about that in a few moments. Oh, you know what? I didn't reconfigure this lineup. That's my bad. So we're going to take a second and let me get it set up the way that I want it. I'm going to give Rickey Henderson the day off today. He's played every game since he's come over here in the trade with Oakland, and so there's going to be our lineup today. And let's pull up the season stats and take a look at it, and we'll do the lineup rundown. And as you just saw, Omar Moreno will be batting leadoff and playing center field today. Batting second and at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third and at DH is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup and in left field is Steve Kemp. Batting fifth and at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting sixth and catching today is Lance Parrish. Batting seventh and in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting eighth at third is Wayne Gross. And batting ninth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And here's Jefferson, as I mentioned. He's was their only all-star last year. He had 32 starts. He went 11-12 with a 4.48 ERA. He did have 3 shutouts, which is kind of impressive for a Blue Jays team. And he did have more walks than strikeouts in that all-star effort. This year he's 3-3, 4.28 ERA. He has got 1 more walk than strikeouts. Opponents are only batting .253 against him. So he's been pretty solid. He does have a complete game this year. Here is Detroit's defensive alignment. And let's go ahead and get this game started. Here's Omar Moreno leading off 1 for 3 against Jesse Jefferson. And he walks Moreno. So we got a speedster on base. He has been thrown out 3 times already this year, but we're gonna try. And he's safe, stealing second base. So runner on second. There's nobody out. We're gonna let Trammell swing away. And there's gonna be a base hit to center field. Oh no, it's gonna be caught by the center fielder. Who is that? Oh, Joe Cannon in center field. I think I said the Tigers lineup alignment, but obviously I meant Toronto's. And anyway, Moreno tags up, takes third base. And it looks like the Blue Jays are going to bring the infield in. So we're going to ask Gibby to hit it in the air to the outfield, maybe get a sac fly. There we go. That should be deep enough to score Moreno. He does, and that's a sac fly RBI for Gibby. And the Tigers are on the board without even getting a hit. So with 2 down, here is Steve Kemp, and Kemp walks. The second walk this inning for Jefferson. And we're going to let JT swing away as well. Right back to Jefferson. And that's the third out. So we head to the bottom half of the first. 1-0 Detroit. Let's go ahead and do the Blue Jays lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in right field is Lynn Jones. Batting second and in left field is Al Woods. Batting third and DHing is Tim Corcoran. Batting cleanup at first base is Willie Upshaw. Batting fifth and at third base is Roy Howell. Batting sixth and catching is Ernie Witt. Batting seventh at shortstop is Steve Davis. Batting eighth in center field is Joe Cannon. And batting ninth at second base is Damaso Garcia. And here's Jerry Euger making his second start, third overall appearance. He's 0-1 with that 4.32 ERA. Not much of a strikeout pitcher. He's got 3 Ks in 8 innings. Opponents are only batting 172 against him. In his last start, his only start, he did go 7. He gave up 4 runs, and he took the loss, but a pretty solid effort. And let's see how he does today against the Blue Jays. Here's the Tigers outfield alignment, and we're going to go ahead and get it going here with Lynn Jones. Jones hits a ground ball to Thompson at first. There's 1 down. Next up is Al Woods, and Euger walks Woods. Got 5 lefties in a row here, with Woods on first and 1 down. Tim Corcoran to the plate, and Woods steals second base on a fastball on the inside corner. So with Woods on second, Tim Corcoran's going to pop it up to second base. There's 2 down. It's going to leave it up to Willie Upshaw. I had to look it up because I didn't understand why Upshaw was in the lineup yesterday out of nowhere. But the Blue Jays sent Danny Tartable back to the minors, which makes sense since he was only 18 years old and the starting DH. So Willie Upshaw is taking his place on the roster at first base, and Corcoran is now the DH. So anyway, Upshaw flies out to center field, and that's going to do it for the bottom half. We head to the top of the second. Lance Parrish leading off against Jefferson, and Parrish hits a high fly ball to right field, and that is caught by Lynn Jones. 1 down. Here's Gary Hancock, had the day off yesterday, and he strikes out for the second out. Hancock is really struggling with that .230 batting average. So 2 down for Wayne Gross, and Gross hits a long fly ball to center field, and it's going to be caught by Cannon. And we head to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Detroit. Roy Howell leading off the inning. He's going to hit a fly ball to center field, caught by Moreno. 1 down. Next up is Ernie Witt from Detroit, Michigan. He always crushes the Tigers. There's a double off the right field wall. And he's like one of those players we just can never get out, it seems. And then Euger walks Davis. So first and second, yesterday we turned a few double plays. Let's see if the defense could turn 2 here with Joe Cannon. Ground ball to second. And there's the double play. So we head to the top of the third. 1-0 as the Tigers get out of that sticky situation. And Lou Whitaker leads off the top of the third by doubling off the left field wall. And do we want to go for 3? Al Woods does not have much of an arm. But I'm going to say no. I think that seems a little bit risky. We're going to try to pull the ball to the right side with Moreno. And Moreno hits it right back to Jefferson. And they throw Whitaker out at third. Come on. So now we have to try to steal second base once again. Get a runner into scoring position. Moreno was safe the first time, and he's thrown out this time. So 2 outs for Detroit as we are running ourselves right out of the inning. Trammell comes to the plate. He flies out to center field, and that was a bummer of an inning there. As we head to the bottom of the third, number 9 hitter Damaso Garcia playing second base instead of his usual short. And Euger drills Garcia in the elbow. So runner on first base. He's definitely been wild. It's 2 walks and a hit batter. Back to the top of the lineup with Lynn Jones. Jones hits a ground ball to short. Oh, they can't get the runner at second. They turn, they go. Treville's only play was to go to first. So 1 down. Here is Al Woods batting 175 versus righties. And Woods hits a line drive into center field, caught by Moreno. And not deep enough to get Garcia to third. So 2 down. Here's Tim Corcoran. There's the third walk by Euger. Okay, well, we do have our full bullpen available today. Let's see if Euger can get Upshaw. Upshaw hits it right back to Jerry Euger, and Euger boots it. And now the bases are loaded for Roy Howell. And so Euger's got 3 walks, a hit batter, and an error. And the bases are loaded maybe for their best hitter on their team. Definitely the guy with the most power. Howell hits a ground ball to Trammell, and we get out of it. So Euger will live to see another inning, at least, as we go to the top of the fourth. Gibby leading off, and Gibson pops it up to short. There's 1 down. Next up, Steve Kemp. Kemp does have a home run against Jesse Jefferson in his career. And Kemp walks for the second time. Tigers still only have 1 hit. JT's up next, and Thompson's going to pop it up to short. He's going to leave it up to Parrish. Parrish still sitting on only 1 home run this year, as he hits a ground ball to first, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Ernie Witt leading off the inning. Another base hit down the right field line. He gets a second double. 2 doubles for Witt today. So Witt's in scoring position for Steve Davis. And Davis is going to hit a high fly ball to right field. Witt does not have much speed, so he holds. 1 down. Here's Joe Cannon. And there we go. There's a base hit to left field. That should score Witt. It does, and the game is tied at 1. Wow, Joe Cannon's got a 97 speed. So Cannon on first for Garcia, and there's a base hit to left. Cannon takes third. So first and third. And Euger in another jam. We're going to pull the infield in. Lynn Jones strikes out swinging. So with 2 down, here is Al Woods, 0 for 1 with a walk today, and he jacks it into right center field. That was very predictable, and it's 4-1. So 2 down, Tim Corcoran, and he hits a ground ball to first, and that'll do it for the bottom half of the 4th. Jays score 4, it's 4-1. Gary Hancock will lead off the inning. He pops it up. Basically our 4 through 8 hitters have been just pathetic. Look at the batting averages there. And Whitaker was under 200 until his recent hot streak. So 1 down, Wayne Gross hits a blooper into left center field, and he's got himself a hit. Only the 2nd hit for Detroit. Sweet Lou's up next, and he hits a fly ball into center field. Cannon makes the play. That's 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup with Omar Moreno. And Moreno gets a base hit through the left side of the infield. And it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 down for Trammell. Trammell is only 1 for 13 against Jesse Jefferson. And Jefferson walks Trammell to load the bases for Gibby. We could use a big shot of our own right here. Gibson batting .341 with 3 home runs. And he hits a fly ball all the way to the warning track. That's about as far as you can hit it back there without hitting a home run. 397 feet. But not good enough. And so Euger is going to be on a short leash here in the 5th. As Upshaw hits it right back to Jerry Euger. And that's 1 down. Roy Howell up next, and base hit into center field. 6 hits now for the Blue Jays. And do we dare let Euger pitch to Witt, who's 2 for 2 against him today? I mean, why not? Oh, no, now he's 3 for 3. All right. Well, now we got a bunch of righties. So, yeah, we're going to pull Euger, and we're going to bring in Bob Stanley. So Stanley, it's been a while since we've seen him. His 12th game, he's got no record. ERA is 5.14. 14 innings pitched, and he's got 7 Ks. Opponent's batting average of .216, which is surprisingly good. And he does have 1 save. So here we go. 1 down, runners at 1st and 2nd for Steve Davis. And a 3-1 count. I thought he was going to walk him. Oh, it falls in anyway for a base hit. And a run scores. That is a run that is charged to Euger. And now we got to pull the infield in for Joe Cannon. And there's a base hit to left. So Stanley comes in and lets both runners that he inherited to score. So 1 down, Damaso Garcia hits a fly ball to center field. And Davis holds at 2nd. So 1st and 2nd now with Lynn Jones to the plate, and Jones is going to pop it up. So it looks like our strong pitching performance is come to an end here as we go to the top of the 6th. Down 6-1. Nobody's hitting today as Kemp leads off the 6th by flying out to right field. I would be curious to know what Jesse Jefferson did against us last year. I can't remember any specific performance from him. As JT gets a base hit to left. So runner on 1st with 1 out. Here's Lance Parrish. And Jefferson strikes out Parrish. Only his second strikeout. He's going to leave it up to Gary Hancock. And Hancock pulls it to right. And it's going to be caught for the third out. Go to the bottom of the sixth. 6-1 Blue Jays. Taking a look here at our in-game stats. Man, I wouldn't even know who to give player of the game to at this point. I guess maybe Moreno, 1 for 2 with that stolen base. Whitaker does have a double, I suppose. Anyway, we got a bunch of lefties, so let's pull out Stanley. And we're going to throw in there, we're going to bring in Keith Comstock. Gave up a home run yesterday to Upshaw, I believe. I guess we'll see here when Upshaw comes to the plate. Woods lines out to center field. There's one down. Next up is Timmy. Timmy rips it to right. That's going to be caught. Yeah, so it was Upshaw who hit his first home run of the year yesterday against Keith Comstock. And Upshaw's going to fly out to right. So a 1-2-3 inning for Comstock. We go to the seventh, 6-1. Wayne Gross will lead off the inning with a ground ball to second. There's one out. Next up is Sweet Lou. Jefferson walks Lou and is now officially tired at 106 pitches. Let's see if we can string something together here. Omar Moreno to the plate. And he hits a fly ball to center field. That's the second out. It's going to leave it up to Trammell. Hey, there we go. Wait. Oh, come on. I thought that was going to fall in for sure. As Trammell just lines out to right. So we go to the bottom of the seventh. We're going to keep Comstock in there for at least two batters. And maybe those 3 out of 4 if we get to that point. So Roy Howell leading off. Whoa, swing and a miss. Look where that pitch was. Howell must have been looking for something else other than a fastball. And then Comstock strikes out Ernie Witt. So back-to-back Ks. We'll give him another crack here at Steve Davis. Oh, that was a mistake. As Davis gets a base hit into left field. This will be his last batter, Joe Cannon. And Cannon hits a line drive to left. Caught by Kemp. And they're going to bring in a new pitcher and a defensive replacement. They're going to bring in, who is that? Rick Bassetti into center field. And Baylor Moore into the game at pitcher. Fourth game, 4.32 ERA. Giving up 10 hits and 8.1 innings. He's a left-hander. And we've got a bunch of lefties due up. In fact, we got 3. And you know what? I mean, why not? This game is pretty much over. So let's try to get some different batters, some at bats. Let's try to get Barry Bunnell in there. And Bunnell hits a ground ball to first. And Steve Kemp, I guess we'll let him swing away. Kemp hit lefties really well last year as he strikes out swinging here. And we know Thompson sucks the pipe. So we're going to take out Thompson, and we're going to bring in Marty Castillo. He can play first. It didn't matter, as sets them down in order. And so defensively, we're fine. Okay. So we're going to take out Comstock, 2 scoreless innings of relief. And we have 2 righties and a lefty coming up. So we're going to bring in Dave Tobick. See if we can't bring that ERA down. Keep chipping away at it. Damaso Garcia hits a line drive to right. There's one out. Back to the top of the lineup with Lynn Jones. He hits it into right center field. And that is tracked down by Moreno. And we're going to give Tobik a chance to get the lefty out. Nope, infield hit. 11 hits for the Blue Jays. Next up is Tim Corcoran, and Tobik strikes out Corcoran to end the inning. All right, down to our final 3 outs. We have Lance Parrish at the plate. Parrish 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and Moore hits Parrish right in the gut. Let's bring in Mark Wagner to run for Lance. And okay, so Gary Hancock. We're going to have to let him swing away. And he crushes it to center. And that falls just short of the warning track, 383 feet. Down to our final out. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's only 1 out. That's only 1 out. It just feels like it's over. We're going to bring in Tommy B, the righty-hander, to bat against Baylor. And he just watches it go by. So 2 down for Whitaker. Defensive indifference moves Wagner into scoring position. And I think Whitaker was indifferent as he pops it up to short to end the game. We were horrible in that game as we lose 6-1. Euger was his own worst enemy as he walked a bunch and hit a batter, caused an error. And let's take a look here at this trade. The Mets are offering us John Stearns, and I think we're going to take a little bit closer of a look because Parrish is just terrible. He's only got 1 home run. Stearns does have some power, but he doesn't have any home runs. And he's known for being a pretty speedy catcher. He had 25 stolen bases in 78. And he's pretty solid defensively. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's the right thing to do. I mean, we couldn't care less about Doug Baker or Carl Willis. But we will be taking on a lot of salary, and we are already projected to lose a ton of money. So we're going to say no. Let's take a look at the standings. That loss drops us to 5th. Take a look at transactions. Oh, look at that. Roger Clemens is injured for 3 months. Clemens is on the Cubbies, if you don't remember him being drafted last year by the Cubs in the first round. Rick Leach. Oh, there's a trade. Here's our first trade in a while, and wouldn't you know it, it's Minnesota, who was by far the happiest team last season. So Rick Leach going to the Cardinals for reliever John Martin, who goes right to the big club. And he had a terrible ERA in AAA. But the Twinkies needed some relief pitching. And Clemens is down for 3 months, and Jose Cruz Sr. is going to be out for 5 days. So let's pull up the box score. We'll get out of here. We got the day off tomorrow, so we'll lick our wounds, head back to Detroit, and see if we can't sweep that series next week. As we take a look here, Euger takes the loss, 0-2 on the year. Bob Stanley didn't do him any favors by giving up both of the runs that he inherited to get Euger's ERA up to 7.11. Whitaker did get that double. I mean, there's really nobody here. I mean, we're going to give it to Keith Comstock. 2 innings of scoreless relief. He had those 2 strikeouts. Nobody else deserves it. And Jesse Jefferson moves to 4-3. He was unstoppable. So that's going to be it. We'll be back in 2 days. So what's that, Wednesday? So we'll see you on Wednesday. Everyone have a great night.